Cameras. Okay. All right, I'm live. And let's get some stuff done. All right. So this is an Oprah magazine, which I did work a little bit. I did take some things out last night. So I'm just going to start working on it tonight. There's some great eye stuff, and this page is really heavy, but I'm going to definitely want to. So I want the eye, but I also kind of want her eye in the glasses. So let me first start by, let's trim off a little bit from the top. We're just going to dive in tonight and hopefully have some fun. Do a little harvesting stuff. And I need to find a good spot for some trash. It's always a conundrum, isn't it? Okay, so I want to go just under the eye. And then for now, we're going to leave it bigger. Later, as it, hey Angie, how you doing? Hope you're having a good night. We can always trim it down smaller later, but this gives us options on size and where we might want to use it. So see if I can push that up a little bit. All right. Now, I want to get Oprah's eye mostly in the glasses over here. So I want to hit just under the rim of the glasses if I can. I think that's going to be good. And then I think we can only get one of the mouths. So I'm going to go with the one on this side. Every now and then I do noses, but mostly I do eyes and lips. I just like them. They're fun to use. It's fun to put other eyes and mouths on pictures. I like them just in stuff. So that's, it's a me thing. All right, so there we go. Let's trim the white edge off there. Having a good night doing nothing? Well, there you go. Sometimes the best thing to do is absolutely nothing. It's such a great feeling, right? When you have that kind of, it's just nice. Okay. So let's just making a decent trash pile over here. And then I think I mostly want this eye right here. So I'm actually going to trim it right there. And then we'll trim it over here. There we go. With glasses even. All right. And I think that one, we're going to let that one go. So, but these here are far enough apart that we could have them as little ransom letters. And, I like ransom letters of all sizes. Carla and Adria, how you ladies doing tonight? So there we go. And I got a piece of trash left over here that I didn't get. That's me leaving my trash everywhere. Hope you guys, it's Thursday. Can you believe it? This week has definitely flown by for me. So I want to try and get this one. And I love the food stuff. Maybe we'll get the dog in the bathtub there. So I think these three are the ones I want. And then we might cut that. I think I'll take the umbrella for fussy cutting, and maybe we want the number 85, right? So let's start with that. Anything interesting or, what's going on in your guys' day today? I had a pretty good day. I was busy. I was very busy, but it was a good day. Heck, I even got my toenails cut. I don't like doing it, but I did it. So we can get the A and the L here out of Talbot's for giant ransom letters. Every now and then you want a giant ransom letters, right? At least I do sometimes. You fell? Oh no. You fell asleep last night and didn't realize it until you said goodnight to me. Well, I didn't mean to wake you up, hon. I hope you got good sleep. Oh, I see. I get it. Found a faux moleskin. 4-letter word and covering the pages with. Nice. Love it, Carla. Nothing like freebies and freebies. I'm glad. That sounds awesome-tastic. Oh, we could keep the 83 though, right? We might want that for something. I like numbers. I do. Sometimes it's fun to randomly add numbers. You can stamp them. You can, if you have stamps. That's good. I think this edge here is too white. So I'm just going to trim that real quick. And ta-da, now we have a doggy in the bathtub. That's just a fun little image, right? How much is that doggy in the bathtub? And then we'll do the food. Food is good. I believe we're having a very late supper tonight. Today has just been one of those days where everything is running kind of late, and that's not always a bad thing. But pot pie. Pot pie is on the menu. Homemade even. What? That's crazy. I'm just cutting around, so now we've got a number 130. Looks like royal. It does look like a dachshund, right? So fun. Just chilling in the tub. I'm just kind of trimming this down a little bit. And then being brave and using my scissors. Trying to get better at, there we go. That's pretty good. Looks like there's some figs, a little sour cream, and some kind of pasta. I think it's the spiral one. Spiral. Oh, beagle. Okay. Another hound. All right. Now, I do want this lady leaning against this tree. So let's get that. And these other two images I don't really care about. Although we might, let's get the numbers. I've been talking to myself all day, but I keep tripping over my words. I hope you all had a decent Thursday out there, whatever you were doing. I was ironing paper, guys. I have a super exciting art experiment that I've been working on all week. And I'm just ironing up the number 59. All right. I have little bits of paper everywhere, but so I'm very excited about that. I can't wait to show it to you guys. Maybe I'll sneak a piece. Maybe I'll like flash a piece through. But it's been a lot of fun, honestly. It's something I wanted to do for a long time, and I just hadn't got around to it. So hooray for Art Asylum Art Experiments. 45. And then I'm going to cut that 114 off there. And I think I'm even going to trim a little bit off the back side of this. Pare it more down to just the lady. Or maybe I will cut a big, not straight line. There we go. Yes, I need a round to it. I read yesterday that the shot I take from my hand can cause dry eye and blurry to your eyes. So I called the doctor, but to tell the doctor when I go back to her, and that won't be till October. Well, hopefully it'll be fine till then, but it's good that you recognize that, and so that way you can be more. Sometimes the knowledge is more than half the battle. Just knowing something. 114, although I stuck my finger over the 4. Okay, so let me grab the magazine. So we got a nice little pile going on. Maybe we'll get the OTS. Let's look at, or we could take the Estee Lauder because those are, I like those. Made in your shade. I think I'm going to chop off their heads and cut them out. So I'll leave, maybe I'll go from here because I would want to get some of the girl's hair. Because we could cut them off and put them on somebody else. That's always fun. Hey, Mama Juju, how's it going? So I'm actually going to, I can do this. I can get this piece of paper in here. Go right about at made in your shade so that I could, when I fussy cut out the heads, I can get the hair in there and it'll look a little better. So probably what we'll do is we'll cut and we'll take some of the neck and we'll cut the hair and around there. And then we'll cut around here. And then we'll put their heads on something else because that's always fun. And then we're going to take the Estee Lauder because I'll use that as ransom letters. And ta-da! I can't get anything off the Talbots. That's okay though. Let's see what's next. We can definitely get the O. Oops, I tore 2 sheets out. I can feel that it's too thick. But let's see if we want things on the other side first. Because that O is right over her face. I think I want all these pictures. These look fun. I like On Second Thought. Let's make this happen. Ooh, don't let numbers define you. Oh, I think we'll take that. We'll do that for some ransom letters. And I definitely want that watch face. Get stuff going on. All right. You know what? And I just noticed I'm on top, Chad, like a dork. All right. I don't think I missed anybody, but if I did, it's not on purpose. Sometimes I just have a moment and I forget to do that. All right. Let's cut first, just like this, wherever the whitest parts go. And then we'll trim that down from there. I love to watch other people harvest images. I'm not going to lie to you. I love to see how people cut things out, like what their process is and what other people choose, you know? Because sometimes people choose the same thing, but for different reasons. Or you see somebody harvest like the same magazine you have, and they pick totally different things. You're like, oh, but you missed all the stuff I think is great. And, you know, and it also helps me see just, you know, things that I think maybe aren't useful, but turns out they could be. Sometimes I just don't consider things. So there's the 2 ladies there. And then sometimes I see people harvesting magazines like I've never even heard of the magazine or I haven't harvested from and it's not like a jealous thing. It's just like it's exciting to see something you haven't seen, you know? It's different and fun. Might be a case of like other people's junk is more fun than your junk. Fear of missing out is real. The FOMO is real. Now, I may fussy cut her out all the way around and add her to somebody else's body. That could totally be a thing. It could totally be fun. There she is right there. So let's see. Let me... Ooh, I can smell food. Ooh, I almost forgot about on second thought. I almost forgot it. I almost also cut through it. I didn't though. Woo! I made it. I can hear people outside. It rained off and on today. It's still just a moist. Yes, I said it. It's moist outside. It's damp. It's wet. It has been raining and sprinkling, and the temperature's not that cold, but it being wet outside makes it feel colder than it actually is, you know. Not that that's a complaint. I love the rain. I do. I don't know what she's drinking, but it's green. And she looks happy about it. My mom cleans for her. I had to go help Mom clean her house. She asked Mom, does she go everywhere you go? It made me mad, so I don't clean anymore. She doesn't like me. Aw. Well, I don't judge anybody like that. I don't. Whatever makes you happy. Honestly. All right. And there she is with her green drink. Then we'll move our scraps over to the recycle pile. Recycle. All right. Ooh, I almost missed on the giant 102. I don't know. Today and yesterday, I've really numbers are catching my eye. I don't know why, but they are. So when something speaks to you, go for it, right? I have done numbers off and on. There's not as religiously as I do like ransom letters and other words. There we go, 102. Except that I've got a little offshoot down here. There we go. Okay, a voice like yours. Or maybe I should play. Oh, maybe. I was told by somebody that I should play the lotto a little while back, and then I didn't. Something to the effect of having lucky juju at that particular time. But it's, you know, you have to have money you don't mind not getting. There we go. So that's for ransom letters. I find that a lot of the names of brands, they're spaced far enough apart that you can get them as good ransom letters. So I'm going to take Don't Let Numbers Define You, and I will trim it down. Like, I'm not going to keep it this big, but for now, we'll take it just like that, and then we'll cut the ends off because it's easier to store if it's not super, super long. There we go. How you doing, Miss Amber? I hope you're having a great Thursday, or had a great Thursday. It's late here. It's 10:30. I'm cutting out that clock face. I just like it. There's something about it. I likes it. It could even just be $1 or $5, but I'm like, I could put that money in the bank and then I'll still have it. Okay, so so there's a question. What's something you have radically changed your opinion about? Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. This lady says money. I used to work 60-hour weeks sacrificing my health and time with loved ones. Now I live on half as much and have a healthier and fuller life. And that's Lori from Denver. Almost everything, higher education and adulthood are real eye openers. That's Candace from South Carolina. Here's somebody from Duncanville, Texas, who says rap music. I started listening to the lyrics and realized there is an art to this genre. My children, grandchildren, nieces, and nephews love it when they hear this 58-year-old woman rapping. I guess it's never too late to get hip. You feel a lot better today? Ooh, yicky flu. Now, a head cold's not very much fun either, but it's way better than the flu. I hope that clears up for you. I will put you in my healing energy work tonight and for tomorrow when I do my morning session. Wish you a speedy, speedy recovery, lovely lady. Let's see. And this lady's from Loma Linda, California. Linda says, the necessity of marriage. When I was 25 back in the late 60s, everyone was getting married. Although I've been married happily for 49 years, I don't think it is for everyone anymore. Let's see. And Danielle from Washington says, you're 58 and you can't rap. There's no time limit on that. Maybe you'll be the first 60-year-old lady to start rapping. Dating and being single over 30, I decided I would focus on giving love to others instead of constantly looking for it to find me. I still want marriage and kids, but I no longer stress over the lack of them in my life. That's cool, but I think I'm going to cut that out for personal journaling. That is a nice prompt. You know what? Maybe I'll keep the page because I might put a couple of the little blurbs, just to illustrate my journal page. I would answer that question with art. I grew up thinking drawing and painting was about it besides pottery or sculpture. But now my opinion of art is so varied, and I would say yes, definitely. Oh, you're very welcome. Happy to do it. Oh, cheer squad. Let's do that. I do not need another picture of Oprah. What would make you happy? Oh, let's take that. Let's see. Ask and tell. July's big question was one of the biggest yet, and it inspired equally big answers. Leaving the world better than I found it. Singing on Broadway. Let's start with 4 million and Idris Elba and see what happens. I like it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to cut that out, definitely. Let's get that. Let's do that one. What would make you happy? All kinds of things, right? Oh, I cut across Let's Talk. I didn't think about that. But I am going to get Cheer Squad up at the top. So let me cut that before I go down and cut across the top of that other thing. Before I forget and put it in the recycle. Recycle. Today was garbage day, in case you can't tell. And recycle day. They do it all in one day here. Some places do it different days. Some places do it the same day. Most places are taking it to the same place. Let's probably. I cut it a little short, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh, before I forget, Jesus, I keep reaching over here to. Okay, I'm only gonna do it once. Is everybody paying attention? Now, what is this? Did I just do? I did that. I did it anyway. I put cheers and then okay. Sneak preview of something that's going to be in my Saturday sale. Hopefully the color will show up okay. Quick. You never saw nothing. It's brighter than what it's showing on the camera, but they're super cool, and I'm gonna try and do a little video tomorrow or maybe later tonight, showing some of the, thank you. Those are my Saturday sale. I'll be live on Saturday. I have to go a little bit later because the lady whose place I'm staying at right now, she has one of those meetings at it's like from 2 to 5. So I'm going to go live at 6 for my sale instead of 4. So it'll be 6 p.m., which is, let's go backwards. That's 5, 4, and 3 as you head west. So if you want to see some of those papers in the sale, I hope you can be there. I was going to try and keep the Instagram bit, but I didn't think that all the way through. So I'm just going to keep the what makes you happy part. And I got cheer squad because, everybody needs their cheer squad, even if it says squad of goths. Giving you smolder stare. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. Anyone who can send good juju or prayers. I'm possibly getting over. Oh, definitely. We'll put you right in there for some energy work. That's cool. I think that would be very awesome. It's good to get recognized and get, new opportunities. Ooh, we could take Here We Go and the A. I don't think I want Oprah, though. Ooh, they look very serious. But I think I have to cut off part of that man's head. I don't know. Do I want that? I don't know what it's from because I ripped out other stuff. I've already been at this magazine a couple of times. I made a whole collage out of based off an image in here last night. Miss Adria was there for it. She was there. I'm going to take down to the letter A right there because I want that letter A. It's a nice size. It was fun. And Adria may or may not, depending on her memory by the time she has, time to go about doing some art. She may make something based on that. We're going to get to it, so I'll show it to you then. It's already torn out of the magazine, but I stuck it back in. I think I'm going to do there was one on the other page that's an eyeball done in the same technique, Adria. I think I'm going to give that a shot maybe tomorrow night. I've been trying for ages for this position and almost had it at the beginning of the year. It's because the girl. Oh, no. Well, I hope that you get it. I hope it all works out. I feel like this is from a show of some kind because these people look very familiar. I'm gonna put that in my pile for keep, but I'm having mixed feelings about it. Ooh, live your best life. What? I look morning to night. I'm never done with looking. Looking, I mean, not just standing around, but standing around as though with your arms open. Where does the temple begin? Where does it end? I love live your best life, and I definitely want that picture. Filling it in with my manager said today she wants to put me in it. Keeping our fingers crossed, and I will definitely put you in my energy work, lovely lady. I'm glad to hear it. First, I got to trim the edge off first. So that I don't have an uneven edge on the trim side. Oh, I need that to be a little bit further up so I don't cut the swoopy part of the F off. Can be cut that. And then we'll just do a quick trim across the top. And there we go. Figuring out ways to live our best life. It's not a bad thing. Okay. So we're going to have to cut a little bit more off the top here and the side. I love a thing about windows. I know a lot of people do windows and doors, right? I think those things are very popular. They're portals in their own way. I think right there. I think I like that. And she looks very like hopeful and happy. That's awesome. You're getting sleepy and have to get up at 5. All right, Angie. Well, thanks for coming and spending some time with us. And you take care of yourself, okay? We hope to see you again soon. Get you some good rest. Miss Winfrey goes to Washington. I'm going to try and cut off. Well, maybe it'll pull off. Hold on. Well, I got most of it to pull off. That last little bit at the top didn't want to go. Dun, dun, dun. I am having a happy day. Happy day. I had some tea today. It was delicious. It was a British tea. Ooh, I can even smell pot pie from outside. The kitchen windows must be open. All right, I don't see anything on here that I can't live without. Or there. Let's see. I knit like nobody's business. I've even made myself lingerie. It's not comfortable. It's wool, but it looks pretty. Ooh, itchy. I don't think that I want that in my downstairs area. That's all I'm saying. It says live your best life over here. It's smaller, so I'm not going to cut it down. I'm going to leave it on a bigger piece so that it'll be easier to find later. Always infinity. New look, same, zero feel. Okay, but over here, look, help, tune in, listen, and eat. Cry Pretty. I don't know that I've listened to this album by Carrie Underwood. Okay, so we're going to do watch, help, tune in. So we're going to do all that, all those things. That's food. This is food. Let's see. When I see people lined up outside a donut shop, I investigate. That's how I discovered Voodoo Donut Shop in Austin. One bite of their bacon maple bar, and oh boy, was I happy I stopped in. Soft, moist donut. Come in a wide variety, occasionally weird, of flavors like voodoo bubble with vanilla frosting, bubblegum dust, and an actual piece of gum. And she wants them to open in New York City. Hint, hint. That is a weird looking. I don't know if I'd eat a maple bar. It's probably tasty. It's probably tasty. I'm going to try and, because these are all over the place, what I'm going to do is cut them apart so I don't accidentally ruin anything. But I'm going to cut the donuts off separate and then get the word eat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, biscottios. Okay. I have never, do you guys read sometimes the Oprah books and stuff that she recommends? I've never been into it. I know a lot of people are into it. I'm not saying I shun them or anything. It doesn't make me read a book because Oprah recommends it, you know? I don't know. Are you guys purveyors of the Oprah Winfrey book list or reading list or whatever she calls it? I'm not saying there's not some good stuff on there because there's stuff that I know I've read and liked. Okay, so we got listen. Club. Okay. Is that what she calls it? Do I want that picture of Carrie Underwood? I love the eyes. But I think that, I don't know. I think I'll keep it for inspiration. Maybe we can make something like that in one of our collages. So let's put it let's put that over there. I need a place to put all the stuff that I'm like, for inspiration. I probably read some, but not because they would. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is like, sometimes she'll recommend something and be like, "Oh, I read that," or I'll see that it's on her list and be like, "Oh," but I don't know, and I don't know if it's just because it's Oprah, but there's a tiny part of me that's like, nope. I feel like it's become almost like the cult of Oprah. Like, nobody's the be all and end all of what you should read, watch, listen to. Like, I don't know. It bothers me a little bit, but I don't think it should. I'll shut up now. But I will say maybe she's gotten, some people who might not normally read or listen to certain types of things to do that. That could be a tune in. Do you guys watch it, listen to any podcasts, or what are you guys reading? I'm still working through my way. I read for a huge chunk yesterday while my host was in the meeting. I read a pretty significant chunk of my Highland Mysteries book. Murder in the Highlands is what the second book in that series is called. I think there's 3 of them. Okay, help. I just finished What Alice Forgotten and reading nonfiction. What's wrong with that? Ooh, I want to read that book. Let me know if it's good. Let me know if you enjoyed it. It's on my list of things. Ooh, I love this. I think I've cut her out before. I love this lady and her little. So we'll get her, but I got to cut this donut out first. These donuts over here. Oh, but I got to start over here. Let's cut it this way. Let's do it. Oh, good. Okay. I am all about body positivity, whatever size you're at. I'm not saying that people can't lose weight, and that's, if it's good for your health and you want to do it because it makes you feel better. But I don't like that there's so much anger about fat. Like, I don't know. People are awfully judgy sometimes. And not just because I'm fat, because I wasn't always fat. I didn't like it when I was skinny. So there. I've been reading on Kindle Unlimited romance series, like fantasy-ish. It's the 4 Horsemen series. Okay, let me write that down. I like to go see what, I'm not being nosy, but sometimes you find out somebody's reading something really awesome that you might not otherwise find out about. So I will definitely move that over to my I want to read it sooner rather than later list on the fat book. The book about fat? Am I being... I just had a pen. Oh, there it is over there. Okay, so the 4 Horsemen series. And then, what's wrong with fat? Is it going on my definite list? Cool. Got 2 new things to look at. I like it. And then we got to cut the words off this page because you know how I feel about that. I'm trying not to cut the umbrella off there, but I think we're going to lose the tip of it because I didn't cut that straight. Okay, we kept most of it. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, and then let's cut the words off. I'll get the name of the book I'm reading in a minute. Okay, so it's a cozy mystery set in Scotland. It's a period piece set around the time of the suffragette movement. And it's pretty good. Let's see, but I can't remember the name of what the series is called. Because I have a brain like a sieve. Reverse harem. It's a reverse harem romancy. Author is J.D. Swallow. Okay, cool. Reverse harem. So it's like a woman with a bunch of men? Or a bunch of women with one man? What's a reverse harem? I have questions. Where's my, there we go. I'm currently reading on Kindle. Because lately, the minute I pick up a paper book, so it's this one right here. I haven't read the second one. That's Rosemary's Gravy, which is also, it's a food related about three sisters. So I think there's one book about each sister. And then, so I read Death at a Scottish Castle, which is the first book in the series. And now I'm reading Murder in the Scottish Hills. And it is by, I can do this. Lydia something. Lydia Travers. Let's see if I can. And then this is the third one. Murder at. Nope, that's not the right one. Dang it. There's a third one in this series. I'm trying to get the, Rosemary's Gravy. Let's see. This is Sage of Innocence is the second one, the Rosemary's Gravy one. Trying to see if there's more. Oh, Murder in the Countryside. Nope, that's not right. Well, I don't know then. The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to bring that up on my phone. Anyway, there's 3 books in the series as far as I could tell. Very cute. One woman, multiple guys. Okay. Good for her. Does she actually keep them like in a harem situation in a room and they have to be like dressed up and lounging around eating grapes and stuff? Like, is it that kind of silly? If it is, I'm going to say awesome about that. But if it's not, that's okay too. That's where my mind went. Okay, now I'm not going to cut it down any more than that because I want to fussy cut the lady out. But I may chop off just the top of this. So it's a little bit shorter. But yeah, I think she'll be fun, all cut out. And look, they did it out of paper. Look, it's another paper scraps thing. It's the dress is made out of paper scraps. No, it was funny in my head. You're trying to read 50 books this year, and you've read like 14. Oh no. I am trying to read 52 books this year, and I'm woefully behind if I'm being truthful. I wish that the bottle wasn't in the middle of this palm tree, or I'd cut that out too. That's kind of cool. I wonder if I could draw something like that. Okay, I'm keeping that going. That's going to my inspiration pile. I'm trying to do a little more doodling. The word sublime, and you're golden. Oh my. Oh no, but peace offering. Okay, I think we can get them all. Oh, a lot of good words in one place. The Midnight Library is a quick read, Amber. Oh. I forgot to pay my Kindle this month, so now I'm starting a book called If She Only Knew by Lisa Jackson. Highly recommended her book also. If She Only Knew. That sounds familiar. I wonder if I've read the synopsis of that. Now we'll see. This is where discussions go. I'm going to add that to my library of books I want to read. And then I'm going to go back. Oh no, I can't. Hold on. I'm sorry. You guys have tickled my. So, if she only knew. If she only New. Okay, now let's look that up. A riveting novel of suspense. The Cahills, book 1. Lisa Jackson. Yeah, that's this one. Okay. Lisa Jackson's books are really good. I feel like I may have read something by her. It sounds familiar, but let's see. 3 books in the series. Or 3 books, but I don't know. It begins. So I'll read the description just so that I'm not. It begins on. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, If She Only Knew introduces the Cahills, a wealthy San Francisco family, rich in money, twisted secrets, and hidden agendas. Now at the center of their tangled world is Marla Cahill, a woman with no memory of who she is, what she's done, or why she could be the next to die. It begins on a dark stretch of highway in Northern California. Caught in the blinding glare of headlights, 2 vehicles swerve and crash, leaving one woman dead and another in a coma. When the surviving woman awakens, her memory is gone and her face has been reconstructed. Her family tells her that her name is Marla Cahill, but they're strangers to her. Recuperating in her isolated San Francisco mansion, oh boo-hoo, Marla waits for something to trigger recognition, yet the only thing she's left with is the unshakable feeling that she is not who everyone says she is, and that something is very, very wrong. Marla knows her life isn't just different, but it's in danger. And as her fear builds, a killer waits for the perfect moment to strike. The moment Marla remembers. Dun dun dun. Ooh, I like it. Sounds like fun. I'll put that on my add to library thing too. Thank you. I love recommendations. And I like cozy mysteries a lot, even though they frustrate me. All right, so let's get your golden. Maybe it's gonna let me do that. Okay. And then we want the word sublime down here. The name sounds familiar. I'll have to look at her later and see if I've read anything. If you give me a minute, I'll look on Goodreads and see if I know I'm like 16 books behind. My goal is to read 52 books this year. And normally it's not a problem, but peace offering, I like it. Okay, so there we go with peace offering. Then we want the word sublime over here. Sublime. And then we've got your golden. My hands are a little shaky. Maybe I had my tea too late today because it's a black tea which has caffeine in it, but not as much as coffee. Coffee. Okay. I don't know, that could just be fun. Behind the sandbags, if we could find a funny phrase to go with it. I think that could be very fun. Okay. On the other side is just boobs. That's what we were left with. Let me type Goodreads into a thing, and while that's loading up, we'll pick another picture. Okay, I think that's bad. A baby reaching for Tide. Nope. I like the baby, though. I'm going to cut it down and see if I can't figure out a way. Maybe we can put something else in place of the Tide. I know it's just like a PSA, but I don't think I want to put that specifically in my So I'll leave the hand, but maybe I'll see if I can find something else the baby's reaching for. Maybe we can doctor that up just a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Dun, 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 dun. I have read only 7 books. I'm 9 books behind schedule. I'm on book 8. So you're doing better than me. Normally I read much faster, but yeah, I'll be honest, I've been spending a lot of time on my pirate game when I'm having downtime instead of reading, and reading is normally my go-to. So I need to, and I shouldn't be spending all that time on. Ooh. I love the what's going on here. I wonder if there's a way to make this work with if we just put other stuff there. Like if we could basically reverse collage that. Okay, I'm going to put that in my inspiration thing. Inspiration. And there's a big chunk of stuff missing out of here because I obviously rinsed out a bunch of stuff. Eyeballs and lips. Maybe. I'm wondering. Oh, yeah. So we're getting there. This magazine's almost done. Oh, I'm talky today. So yeah. And if you guys are on Goodreads and you want to follow me or have me follow you, there is a link in the description box for that. I'm happy to have you guys if you're already a part of it or if you want to join it. I like to keep track of what I read. It's fun. So it's at the bottom of my the description box. You know, the thing down there underneath the box where you're watching me. Always happy to have people. I like to see what people read. I'm nosy that way. I'm not judgy about it. Whatever you read, yay you. I think I have you on Goodreads. I don't know, Carla. I don't remember. I thought we did. You know, the only thing that I do like about reading on Kindle, though, well, it's not the only thing, but one of the good things about reading on Kindle, eyeball, is that it loads it automatically. If you say, yes, I want you to put it on my Goodreads, it does it for you. And then you just have to go on and add dates and stuff. Some other authors I like are Blake Pierce, Karen McKierney. I don't think I spelled that right. And Michael Connelly. I've read a little bit of Michael Connelly. There is another. Okay, I'll have to check those out. I always like recommendations. And there is no wrong thing to read. I don't judge people if all they read is romance or if you only read, Dr. Seuss, whatever. If you are reading, you are doing a good thing. And if you're not reading, I'm not judging you either. Because not everybody's got time for that. Not everybody enjoys reading. But I'm not. If you want to follow me on Goodreads, it's not like I judge what you read. You read whatever makes you happy. I like the live action Scooby-Doo. I'm in no position to judge what other people read or watch. I don't add my romance porn on my Goodreads. You know what? I read some werewolf softcore porn. Don't judge me. And I don't know how to add that stuff. It's on one of those reading apps where you have to watch ads to read the whole thing, which is ridiculous. I got sucked into it on an ad, and I'm almost done with it. But I don't think there's a way to add it. I would, because I want my pages logged. But that's me. But I can't figure out how to do it. And I don't want to add it in like some kind of weirdo. You like the wolves? Oh, have Alexa read it. Nice. I go in phases. One time I'm stuck on fantasy. Yeah, I do. I read, and I will say, I'll go through a whole spate of cozy mysteries. And then I'll read a whole bunch of the Bone Collector and that kind of theme. And sometimes I'll read creepy in the woods stuff. And other times I'll read I'm not really a bodice ripper person, honestly. but I read my own versions of that. Oh, well, I'll have to try. Let me see. I'll tell you the name of what I'm reading, and it is totally ridiculous. And the author even makes notes in the book, like it's on one of those apps. I don't know what it does with my phone. I put my phone down, and it ran away from me. Okay, let me get another picture. Eyeballs. Okay. I don't think I need any of that. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Jesus, if it was a snake. You should look at YouTube. They have wolves, other paranormal romance. YouTube has books that will read it to me. I love books that will read it to me. I could have been listening to that earlier when I was ironing that paper. I use Fable to log my year and such of Goodreads. Nice. Okay. I'll have to look at that. I did not look at. I'm learning new stuff from you guys. That's so exciting. Okay. If somebody's out there and you're watching this later or you're looking right now and you're judging me, I'm using this app right now, Read Addict. And I have to watch like every chapter, and the chapters aren't very long. I got to watch a stupid ad. I'm 70% done with it, I guess. Hold on, we'll pick it. We'll pull out this page. Oh, you like Fable and it's like Instagram for books? Okay. Fable. I'll have to look that up. I need to get out my. I swear to God, it's a good thing that my brain isn't, that it's attached to my head is really honestly where I'm going with this. Oh, cool. Okay. Let's see if it loads up what kind of smut I'm reading. Okay, I need to. I don't want to look at an ad right now. I just want to know the name of the book. Okay, so let's go to. I don't want to rate you right now. Is it in my library? Maybe that's where it is, where I can see the actual. It's Escape to the Lichen King's Arms, it's a terrible book. It's terrible, but there's like weird lichen magicians, and it's all kinds of crazy. And I'm 70% through it, and I think that there's some kind of sequel, which I'll probably wind up reading because that's the kind of person I am. Okay. Let me write your name down next to that, so because later I'll be like, who told me that? Fable, Fable, Amber. Okay, got it. I also listen to Reddit stories on YouTube as well. Okay, let me pull this up. If I don't pull it up now, I'm highly unlikely to come back and get it out of the live. Isn't that stupid? Oh no, I love it. Oh no, stop. Don't read it to me right now. Sorry. I don't think there was enough of it to give me a copyright infringement. Because the lady was in a meeting earlier, and I'm not saying like it's a bad thing that she's in a meeting. It's just because of the way the internet we live kind of. This place is a little bit hicks in the sticks, and so the internet is not so great. But I could have listened to a book because that doesn't use much internet. It's not like streaming, like Netflix or anything. I could have bought it up on my phone even, which doesn't have to be. So eyeball. Well, I'll probably figure out a way to crop out the brush thingy, but eyeball. I think it's called Made It to the Billion. That That one is supposed to be good. Thank you. Thank you for your not judging me, one, and two, giving me other places where I can not be judged and read more ridiculous werewolf porn. Because sometimes you say things to people and they're like, oh my God. And then you can never unsay them. All right. Yeah, I was playing a game. We're doing something on my phone that had ads on it. And that came up and I got sucked into it. You think it's your thyroid. Eat with your... Okay. First, ask your doctor. They always say that. Hold on. I got a whole pile of... I always think for a lot of older ladies, the thyroid is a problem. Issue 2. Several of the ladies I worked with when I worked at Talbot's they were I was in my 40s when I worked there. And it can start in your 40s, but they were they were all in their 50s. And one lady was in her 60s. Beautiful ladies. I learned so much from them. And several of them had got thyroid issues. I read a series, I think it was called Faded Alpha series. They have it on Kindle. Okay, cool. First, ask your doctor about thyroid stimulating hormones. I don't know. There was the rest of the article that I didn't notice, so I guess I'll have to read up on it. Restlessness. I know that's about breast cancer, but sometimes I think that it's something maybe I could journal about. Sometimes you feel restless in life. I'm feeling like that kid's looking a little creepy right there. Let's take that out of there. Creepy kids is a thing, but maybe not cut his face off. I don't need revenge of the creepy kid. Okay. Okay, and then let's cut it this way. Yeah, we could totally put his head on, or her. It's a girl. I'm sorry, it's a braid. I thought it was just a boy with a really bad haircut. But that's a creepy look right there. That is a creepy, creepy look. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. Ooh, it's all about you. Yeah. And then I think I want to cut her out because that positioning will look funny on a collage somewhere. Love, take 2. I'm love, take no. Let's see. I'm one of the on one of the channels I listen to is Worlds of Prothka, but lots of ads. Okay, good. All right, I want It's All About You, but first let me cut the lady off here so I don't wind up cutting her head off on accident. It's a thing I might do. I just think that would be fun to have fussy cut out on a journal in some kind of collage, right? Now let's get the word. It's all about you. There we go. Woohoo! Jeff, okay. You got lots of recommendations. I like it. I like it. Okay. C-spot chill. Oh, we can get the picture again, and then we'll have words to go with it. Yeah. Okay, I got to write some stuff down in a second here. Otherwise, I won't remember it later. Oh, let's make sure we get the whole picture again. Having it twice isn't a bad thing. It means I could share it or I could use it in 2 different journals. That's always fun. David Wolf series by Jess Carson. David is a sheriff or something. It's a mystery. Oh, I like mysteries. I do. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a mystery kind of person. Ooh, it just made fun. Did I fart or did the... Now everybody in the audience is wondering. It was this, but if you do it right, it makes a farting noise. If you want. Okay. I made it crooked. We'll fix that later. I got some stuff to... Okay, and then we'll take these words here. C-spot chill. I like it. That's going to be fun. Oh, I love Stephen. Well, I love Stephen King to a point. I'll be honest about that. I loved a lot of his work. But he went through a phase where I was like not happy. I think the truth is that he's so famous that his work doesn't get properly edited. And that's a shame because I'm still angry about what was it, the one about the phone where the phone took over the world or something. I'm still mad about that book. I felt like it was half a book and it was like 3 times as long as it actually needed to be. But otherwise, I like a lot of his older stuff. The Shining is one of my favorites, and I just cut through the word refresh because I was yapping my mouth. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I really liked it. I like Stephen King or Dean Koontz too. He's got quite a few good ones. I did. I liked Now they had the movie, and I read the book before the movie, and I liked both. I was a little bit sad that they kind of made, well, I don't want to give away any, but I was a little bit sad about how his life turned out. Let me just put it that way. But I did enjoy it. And I never read the Gunslinger series, so I liked The Stand. I liked a lot of his chunkers from like his older books. I loved Misery. I did not like Dolores Claiborne at all. I hated it, actually. I was like, I really, in the back of my mind at the end of that movie, I wished really good things. All right, so this is the one I made a collage out of. I made a collage inspired by this. And Amber Adria was here for it. She's probably asleep now. Let me see if I can find the book. There's a lot going on in here. It's towards the back. Oh, there's my version. That's my version of the collage. I included, my own touches. And I cut this what if you saw things differently. So I did the what if. I need to come back in. I'd like to put in some line, some definition to it. But yeah. Thank you. You haven't read Dolores Claiborne either? I read it and I just did not enjoy it. He had a few that were like named after women, and I'm not including Misery in that. And I just didn't dig him. And then I didn't read him for a while. Now I love the idea of the cell. Don't get me wrong, I really did. But I genuinely felt like that he's gotten so famous that they're just publishing his work and they're not properly editing him. And I still feel like that wasn't a full book. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm going to cut this out and I'll use it somewhere. But this is my version. And then I'm going to save this page. I want to do an eyeball in the same kind of. So I have to figure out like, but I'm inspired by this, but my version. So that's my version of. Yeah, I think they're all like, they're all kind of the same type of story. It wasn't for me. So I stopped reading him for a little while. I know he's done more that I probably, I like his son, Joe Hart, also. I read a few of his, not everything, but I do like his writing. She of Little Faith. I think we'll need to have that. Oh, you know what? I was going to write some stuff down. Hold on. Before it goes too far off the screen. Did I keep my pen? There it is. I found my pen. All right. Let me get the name of that channel Carla recommended in a couple of the other. Okay. Worlds of ROTHEKA. Okay. Jeff Carson. On the David Wolf series. Okay. All right. I got it. Excellent. Okay. I definitely, I want She of Little Faith. I kind of have an idea, even maybe what I want to, maybe. But you know what? I think we could keep this to use as one of the strips, for the, because those collages that I kept for inspiration, they're made of strips of things. So that could be fun. Joe Hill. I particularly liked heart-shaped box, but it's I think it's pretty violent, if I'm remembering right. But if you like Stephen King, it's not like you don't know. Some reading with a little violence. And I started Nosferatu, but I never got to finish it. I had to abandon it when I left Vegas, so I will get back to it at some point. But I also had it in hardcover, and somehow that hardcover had like tiny print in it. So I'll probably try and read it digitally, where I can set the words to a size that's comfortable for me, because I have old eyes. I'm just cutting the spine off this now to make it. I can't think of the name of it, but it was weird, but it was good. I think I maybe want to fussy cut that out. I'm not sure, but I like the face there. So, and then I kind of like this over here, but let's see what's on the back. Singled out. We might take the shape and do something with that. So we'll put that in the inspiration pile. It is. Okay. Without the other half of that, I think maybe not. Monumental change. Oh boy. We could use a little bit of that, I think. And there's another one of those strips of collage-y stuff. All right. Oh, and there's a red one down here. We'll take those. Could come in handy with that collage. And then there's some more along here and here. Okay, so she is wearing this sheer skirt and what looks like a wool mini skirt and also pants. I don't know where she's going because that's what it says over here. But wow, that's a combo. That I don't think I want to wear that much clothes. That's a lot of clothes. But I do like where are you going, so I do like that bit of it. Let's save that part. And then we can get the other little bits of strips that we can use for the collage if we want to. Okay. I guess so. Oh, here we go, size-wise. So this is all about bigger ladies. For 100 years, and then they're going to tell us all about women were supposed to be skinny. Skinny mini. Okay. So I'm going to keep these two. She's got a tiny waist, though. We'll put those over there in inspiration. I like the dress. Although maybe not that you can see that much leg. Okay, we could cut these out. Those could be fun. I think I like this side better. So I'll definitely fussy cut those out. I like it. I like it. The missing pieces. Flirty. Okay. You like the two-tone? All right, let's see what's next. The disruptors. I like those words. It's good to be disruptive sometimes. We'll put that over there. That's a pretty dress. I don't unnecessarily like the neckline, though. I like a more modest neck. Hey, Age of Rogerio, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. How is your lovely wife? Okay, I'm going to fussy cut these out, too. We're almost at the end of our magazine. We're just harvesting from the magazine images that we like. Well, that I like. I don't like this dress at all. I feel like it could slip off at any moment. Maybe that's a bonus for some people, but I don't like to think my clothes are going to fall off me. Ooh. A singular sensation. Ooh. You know, we'll have let's eat, but I love when we have fruits and vegetables as like a singular image. So we're saving that. Let's see. Fact or fancy? It's a burger of some sort. Let's see. There's jalapenos in there. And they have baked cauliflower. I don't know if I could do this. It's a cauliflower burger, people. I like cauliflower, but I don't know. I would be willing to try it, though. So we'll keep this one for our food journal, but let's cut off the back end of this here because we're not going to need that part. Not going to need that part. But I would try it. I would definitely try it. Let's slide that under there. One night stand. Ooh. I can't believe it's not butter. I want to eat the real thing if I'm going to go for it. Oh, homemade Pop-Tarts, people. Homemade Pop-Tarts. I would like to try it at least once, but I bet it's more work than... Oh, Queen of Tarts. We got to have that. Let's do it. Amber making barfy face. I went to this... Oh, you know what, Rosario? I used to be Darkwood Sanctuary. I have had a name change. So that may be why you're confused. You probably, I used to live in Las Vegas. Before that, I lived in Phoenix. But this isn't the name that you probably know me under. I think I'm going to fussy cut her out. I think I love that. She feels like fierce to me. I think that's like a fierce energy. Oh, you figured it out? Awesome. I didn't even think about it. I'm living in North Carolina right now for about another, I think, 2 months. I've got like maybe or month, yeah, about 2 months, a little bit less than that. But I'm looking for a place where I'll live for a long time. I've Vegas, not so much fun. It wasn't my vibe, but it served me well. It wasn't a bad place to live. It's just, it's so hot in the desert. And I know you know that where you live, unless you've moved in the meantime. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm not going to cut this down yet because I don't know, but we may cut this into different configurations for collage later. You know, we got to start as a food journal. We can't go long without having a food glue book. And that is the truth. All right, so we have finished the magazine and we've got some inspiration pages, things that, and I want to cut. I think we're going to try and figure out how to mask maybe, and then turn it into another kind of collage. I want to do a reverse collage on this. I want to paint out the center and add other things in, but I like the outside edges of the page. So that's for, I'm going to attempt to draw the palm tree, and this is so I'm going to journal about that. And then where did my question marks and stuff go? Please tell me I didn't put that in the trash. No, I put it inside the journal. So I have the question mark and the eyeball over there for future reference. And then I'll put the big pieces on the bottom over here. So we got a fair amount of images and words. A lot to fussy cut this time. Normally I only get a couple of things to fussy cut. We got some eyes and lips. We'll fussy cut out these ones. We got the disruptors. Pieces for that collage we want to do with the eyeball maybe. Or another one. So just a smattering of different things. There we go. Ta-da! Thumbs up. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thumbs up are always helpful. They do look yummy. All right, so that's the end of our live tonight. We've been on for an hour 24. We went long tonight. Hopefully pot pie will be done soon because I'm a hungry girl. I hope you guys enjoyed coming in tonight. Don't forget about the sale on Saturday. I'll sneak it in last minute again. So we'll be selling this paper on Saturday. It is fun and colorful, and it's coming out lighter than it is, a little bit lighter. It's not super bright, but it's not as quite, it's a little bit darker than what's showing on there. But yeah, it'll be 6 p.m. on Saturday for the sale. I'll be on live tomorrow night where we'll be working on a collage of some sort. You too, Rogerio. Great to see you. Thank you, Amber. 6 o'clock on Saturday, which is 5, 4, and 3 as you head west from North Carolina. You guys have a lovely evening. Thank you for coming in, Carla and Angie and Amber and Adria. Thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment. And thank you all for the thumbs up. That's awesome. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Bye. Look at my nails. They're dirty. Well, they're dyed. That's the end, and we're going to push that button. Push the button. Have a great night.